building here on our left, this is the Kapilani, this is the Queen's Medical Center, once known as the Queen's Hospital. It was established in 1854 by Queen Emma, who was a wife of King Kamehameha IV. They established this hospital to help stop the decreasing of the Hawaiian race. You see, the Hawaiian race had decreased 60% because of all the foreign diseases that were coming here on the foreign ships, like smallpox. The Hawaiian immune system wasn't used to all these diseases that were coming here, so the Hawaiian race was deteriorating. So they started that hospital to help stop that deterioration of the Hawaiian race. As we make this turn on this right turn on our left there, that is our state capitol building. Construction was completed in 1968 at the cost of $46 million. Renovated in 1986 at the cost of $68 million. It's under renovation right now and the price is pending. But the architect of this building represents Hawaii. Now the chambers for all our governor, mayor, House Representatives, state senates, now their chambers are in the shape of a volcano cone on each side of the building. There's one on each side. The reason it's shaped like that is because the Hawaiian Islands are volcanic islands. These columns are 8 columns on each side, each representing the 8 Hawaiian Islands. Behind this wall is a mirrored pool that represents the Pacific Ocean that wraps the Hawaiian Islands. As you can see, the Capitol is open so wind and rain can blow through the Capitol like it does over the Hawaiian Islands. The plaque that hangs there, that's our Hawaii state seal. At the top it says State of Hawaii 1959. That's when we became the 50th state. In Hawaii below it says Uamo Ka'el o Ka'aina I Kapono. Translation: the life of the land is perpetuated in righteousness. Now here on your right, this White House, this is called Washington Place. This was a residence of our last and only Queen Liliuokalani. This is where she resided before taking the throne, and then returned living here after she was released from being held prisoner in her own palace, and living there and passing away in 1970. Today it is open for tours. At one time it was a governor's mansion. When the governors were in house, that is where they lived during their term. Now we're coming up to the Iolani Royal Palace grounds. Now, the Iolani Royal Palace grounds, that is the only royal palace on U.S. soil. Now the building right here on our left, the Royal Iolani Palace, is right here by this green gate. That building there at one time, that was the guards' quarters. It once sat where the state capitol sat, which moved there block by block, and today it is the bookstore for the Iolani Palace. As we pass it, you look to your left and see the Iolani Palace. Now the Iolani Palace was built by our last king, King David Kalakaua. That was completed in 1882. Upon completion, it had running water, flushing toilets, telephone, and electricity. The Iolani Palace had electricity before the White House did. Yeah. So we're going to come across there. We're going to park by the statue there. That statue is of our great king, King Kamehameha I. Now he united all 8 Hawaiian Islands in 1810 and oversaw his kingdom of the Big Island of Hawaii in Kailua Kona and his compound called Makuhonu, Isle of the Pearl. This statue was unveiled in 1883 and it was the second one that was created. The statues were created by a Boston artist by the name of Thomas Cole. He had charged the kingdom $9,000, $2,000 for the pedestal, $7,000 for the statue itself. The first and original statue is on the Big Island of Hawaii in the small northern town called Hawaii, which is the actual birthplace of our great king, King Kamehameha I. But we're going to stop there and you guys will be able to get on and get some pictures. If you're familiar with the new Hawaii 5.0 and the new Magnum PI, the opening scene, that is the shot that they use. And the new Hawaii 5.0, that is also the police station. If you remember the old Hawaii 5.0 with Jack Lord, the opening scene where he's sitting on the stairs, he's sitting on those stairs right there with the palace. Yep. Alright guys, there's a statue there to your right.